Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know you guys are like, what? Hi, I'm T.
I'm TC.
We always got to be awkward. To the TNT podcast.
Boom.
Yeah, I got that. I got a little that. We appreciate you guys. And we are a little late coming back. So,
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah, definitely. Just to kind of jump in because we're late. Because we're late. Because today's topic has already passed.
but again, like we have and would have anyway, where we're not speaking on it, what we watch.
All the things, exactly. So,
And then a lot of people don't watch. You'll figure out what we're talking about if it's on. But some people don't even watch these shows. They just watch
they do
other people talking about something, and that's how they know
what happened.
Yeah.
That is true because I have not seen a episode of Basketball Wives of this season, and I know everything that happened. So that is true. That is interesting. And it just tells you just the clips and the journalistic style news.
I would like to do like.
Sorry for the.
I am an ideator. I have ideas all the time, but what one that came to me, she is doing like watching a season of the show versus only reading about it. And
Yeah.
other people talking about it. Do you really get the full picture and the full story? I would say on the listening to other people talk about it, you probably get bored because I know from talking with you, hearing you talk about it, I know more about the show than what you see on the show. You know what I mean?
Okay, right. Because of I watched it and then I watched the comments and then I did it. Yeah. And I think that that's important because that goes back into, not taking a snippet of, somebody's like walking into a conversation and just hearing a snippet of it, right? And then trying to actually say you understand the full scope of the context of what that was coming from. And so I think that that's important for you to actually maybe see a clip and then say, you know what, I'll do my due diligence and then I'll go and actually see what it's about and go from there. So,
Here we go.
here we go. Okay. TC does what she do. Every, do you need some help? You need some help? You're gonna pay me spark.
No.
Excuse me, guys. I know you're probably like, sorry, but I am coming off. I feel like I feel 100% better. No headaches, no aches, no nothing. But this cough is still there. So
yeah. So don't worry. You're not contagious.
I'm not contagious. You won't get it. She won't get it. We have done the thing.
But listen, leave a comment for us, please. Please also subscribe to our channel.
Please like and share and tell all your friends about us because we are coming and we are here and we appreciate you guys. Seriously though. Seriously.
Leave a comment on whether or not you have been touched by the current thing going around.
Yes, there has been this thing that is like a little bug. All of the other variants.
Is it well influenza?
All of the other variants. All of the things.
You know what I'm saying? With spout.
No,
It's
so much.
Spaz out. Let us know. And let us know what he did to remedy it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely get your ginger shots in. That ginger is key. You Mhm. Yeah, I do from raw. I do raw ginger and I peel that thing and then I boil it with my lemon. And then so my water is ginger and lemon, okay? And then I put that's usually my tea. And then I'm taking a spoonful of honey and then, and then putting the honey into my little water and put a little lemon in there. And it's not about the taste, people, because literally I have a friend of mine who literally gets mad. He always talking about, I mean, it's nasty. It's not about being nasty. It's,
With America.
especially men. Y'all always want something to taste good. It don't need to taste good. It just needs to work. It just needs to work. So anyway, so yes, those were some of my remedies that I was doing as far as trying to get better on a holistic, natural side of things. I definitely piled up on my halls, sucking down those little vapors. And Vapor Rub is still in the business, honey. Okay, so what I really was doing was, I mean, drenched my nose and I'm talking about like smeared it. And put it on my throat and put it on my chest, and then took a hot steaming shower and a bath at the same time. At the same time, so you sitting in the hot water, and then the shower is coming on you too, and it's the vapors, and it's like it's opening up all of the passages. I'm telling you, try it because you want to get it out. That's what it is. Like you really, that's what it's like. Even with like I had a hot toddy too, where like and people always be like, I mean, hot toddies are not made to for people who don't know what hot toddies are. It's kind of like a colloquialism, because I don't believe a lot of people do. Everybody drink hot toddies, or is that a black community culture thing? It's a thing. Okay, see, I thought it was just in our backyard households where we was just really putting whiskey and things.
No, it's like an old timey medicine. Like
I really thought it was a black culture thing. Okay. So, as you all should know, then drinking hot toddies where you put your whiskey in it and with your nice some honey and some hot tea. I wish I had, and then yeah, just any hot water. Yeah, but really, I was just using all my little different teas. But when I tell you, if I would have had a cinnamon stick too, I need to get. Cinnamon sticks are really, really good too. But I really kind of sweated that thing out. Yeah, of course. Well, we don't want that. We want
Boston.
and they respect. They were not fresh.
I don't think so because I didn't.
Taste it. Did you smell it?
I don't remember, but you know what I do love
What?
is the cinnamon pine cone.
Oh, those are absolutely potent. Yeah, you
Put it
can.
in my car.
Do you? That's your thing. All right. A little razzle dazzle. Anyway, I am feeling so much better. Like literally, physically, all of the things. Like I said, I just got a little cough, but I am feeling really good, and I'm very happy to be here. And sorry for the delay, but hey, let's get into it.
We're real people.
I know, right?
This is not AI.
This is Lord.
NC.
This is the TNT podcast.
All right.
So,
Wrapping up our series
wrapping up
on Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16.
episode. So the last time you guys seen us, it was episode 2.
Certain number of years.
Episode 2. It was episode 2. And so we are discussing the final episode of the reunion of Housewives of Atlanta season 16. And so I think I was just overwhelmed and left with still more questions.
You got more questions? Okay. Then we start with that. What are your questions? I think we should start with that. What was left out for you? What's hanging? Give us your hanging chad of this reunion.
One moment. We're going to give a pause for the cause. So your question was, what did I feel like was left out of the reunion?
What's your hanging chad?
Yeah, okay. No.
Okay. From the election, Al Gore, George W. Bush in Florida, the recount, remember that?
I remember the entire situation. I remember the entire situation, but
Yeah, well, they had the punch. You had to poke a hole in the cardboard to vote, and then they ran them through the Scantron. And so they were saying because the it wasn't clear what the vote was if they didn't poke all the way through to rip the hanging piece of the paper. It's safe. Was that a mistake? Did they move? What? And so that was controversy, and it basically gave George Bush
the win. Okay. Got you. You know what? I don't remember that part of it, but okay.
Yeah, right.
Hanging Chad.
Okay.
All right.
Back to RHOA season 16 reunion part 3.
Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so what I really feel like though is the fact that since we didn't have Brit, to be all the way honest, outside of we already know the Kenya wasn't there and was not even invited. You know, I was very sad about that because there was a lot of things for her that I wanted her to come on the show and say in front of the ladies and give everybody to go back and forth. But with Britt Edie, I was just very disappointed because she had a hand in everybody's situation. Eventually, she did. And she has something to answer to. And unfortunately, we didn't get that. So that's what I felt as though it was left hanging. I also felt as though Andy was doing. I'll leave it there. What did you feel?
I felt that, first of all, I love Oakley.
Shout out to Charles Oakley. You know, real niggas do real things. It's just what it was. It really was. And it was so crazy though, because I ended up talking about it to my brother and his friends who literally. And these are like guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, thorough through. And so literally when I had said that Charles Oakley was on Housewives of Atlanta, and they was like, "Oh, that's a real nigga. We don't You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have anything to say, but they definitely was just like, I mean, like they know that he operates kind of like how they operate. You know what I'm saying? Which is you're not gonna get is isn't it the same? And she can attest to that because she's been around them. So she can, you know what I'm saying?
Say too much, don't say more than needed, which often is nothing. And equal opportunity. Well, with Charles Oakley, he's clearly an equal opportunity enforcer. He was like, "Oh, you ain't no man for me." Say, group, honey, don't fight with me, young lady.
You listen, little peanut, little pittity pop. Listen, her little self, she is so funny. I love Kelly because she's like a fun personality. You know what I'm saying? But Charles Oakley, I feel like was the star of the show. In the words of T.C. Lewis. Let's say that. Okay. Yeah. No, Barney's. That was funny. Okay. So Charles Oakley was definitely the star of the show. I truly believe that he came on representing Angela the way that a husband should. So shout out to you for just standing in your bag and just like, because where y'all husbands at? That was the key question of the night.
All the right question.
It was.
Why are y'all so focused on me? Where are your husbands? I'm the only husband here.
Now,
Not that really had anything to do with anything.
didn't, but I felt like it was the best
Out of lady business.
because he ain't been involved in none of your business. Very clear. Hey, pal. This is what I do want to bring up because we have a couple things we want to get through. So what I did want to bring up was, since we are talking about Charles Oakley, let's just go ahead and kind of get out those little parts about, that he was involved in. So with Charles Oakley, what I wanted to speak on was the fact that he kept saying, well, that don't mean you didn't meet, that don't mean that you met me. So I want to kind of elaborate a little bit on that, because I felt as though this.
He was in the room, but I don't know.
Okay, this is what I feel. Right, he was adamant, honey. Them 10 toes down, okay? Whatever size shoe he wear, okay? But the reality of it is that when you do go to an event, right? And I'm with my husband, you are with your whoever you are with, okay? And literally someone says, "Hi, hey, this is T and such. This is Charles Oakley and such." I have met you. Nowhere on the catalog am I saying I know you and all of your business. All I was just simply saying is that I do know you because I met you at the party because they introduced us.
And I can see how Phaedra is likely correct.
I feel as though that's my point of bringing that up. We've been in several rooms together. I've met you on numerous occasions. Do I know you like that? No, I do not. But we have definitely met. Right. And I feel like he kept just saying, like, that don't mean you met me. So I'm like, did he mean you don't know me? I'm like, this because she. Yeah.
Don't know. So
yeah.
I think.
And that's what it was. It was more or less of that. And then also too, I feel as though that Angela gives me a lot of cringy moments when she gets around him, because she be trying to get him to say certain things. She produced, yeah, because she's like, she kept asking him after that whole charade conversation. She like, and it was like, no, or even a Wendy Williams. No, he asked her for wine and da da da. Why is you even bringing that up? That's it. Why are you even bringing that up when we was together? Yeah. Like all of that, I was just like, honey, you will never ever see me sweat with me and my husband. And then that's no disrespect to her. It's just a simple fact, because I ain't got no husband. Because I ain't got a husband. But what I am saying is that I feel like when you know your man, yeah, sometimes it's like, I don't even need to even keep pulling here.
What I find, so I ended up rewatching the whole season leading up to this mess or theater.
Okay.
And one thing that I caught was Charles. This is in the first episode of the season too. Where I was talking about how she got in. He like, you got it's 3 months, all that extra hair, all this makeup. He was not doing that before.
He don't like all that. And that's the thing. You know what? And that goes to, that attests to, just like simple, regular guy, real men, like, all of that makeup, like they literally are looking at you like, I mean, you look good, but.
And I mean, like, I wonder, like, most of the time, are they all wearing these wigs, or do they wear
a lot of them, based off of what you see in these random shots, paparazzi shots, a lot of them do be wearing them wigs. It appears. Now, but listen, I don't know them every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it appears in those shots. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Yeah,
photograph walking to your car.
And a lot of the times they be having no wigs when they be, yeah, they be in the line of the school. We seen such and such, paparazzi took a picture and they was glasses on and wig, but for me, like, no, we gonna have to switch it up. Cause it's gonna get hot.
No,
It's
I don't know how y'all shout out, to all the wig wearing. This, like,
and the makeup to the god.
I can't. When I have a wig. I bought one. She said I had a wig.
I remember.
So I got a wig off the Amazon and I wore it. I think after 30 minutes. It's just too,
It is hot.
it's like wearing hat. I remember when I had a quick wig one time in my life. I had a bang. I got, oh, my. Oh my God. It was one of the least, like enjoyable experiences for me because it was like
That's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah. You real quick. Couple days. I was sick.
no, I was like, I'm not doing it.
This is not it. This ain't for me.
I had braids one time. They were kind of like a little bit long,
Hmm.
and
Oh, you gotta go to the CDA. You gotta get me. I would say you gotta go to the right people with the right weight turning, cause literally that's why one thing I love about my braids when I do get them, honey, they be light. It's like, honey, I was like, once I found her, I ain't even about to say her name, but once I found her, I was like, this, I'll never go to my house, honey. Then she keep upping them prices. I said, see, that's the problem. Nah, that's
you're a regular.
honey. She done went up. Like she done went up since I've been with her. Her price has been up twice from the first time I started with her to where she is now. It is increased.
Oh yeah, she's trying to
Twice.
less.
Yeah, and which makes sense, especially for braids, especially the kind of braids I be willing. I get it. I understand. You know,
'Cause that is a lot of work.
it is a lot of work, and she is a beast, and she's a one woman show. So she be she gets it down. But anyway, we digress. Back to the show.
So who can do their own hair and makeup and wig and look fabulous
So I mean,
every day?
but so ultimately, shout out to Charles. So moving on. Now you have some news here that I'm going to partake in.
Want that one?
This is the main one I wanted. This is the one. So we had looked up some information, but you know what? Because yeah, I'm just, I really do feel as though that ultimately Portia and Shamia need, what is that?
That's the. This is the.
Oh, I'm like, nah, the devil's a lie. I'm like, okay, right. Um, I really do feel like Portia and Shamia need to have some real live time apart. And then also too, I feel like they need to get to a space where um they can be really honest with each other about whatever it is that they need to be honest with each other about. Because I feel as though that we don't know. I feel as though that what we have seen on the show is just a actual sprinkle icing of the cake. We don't know anything. The fact that the butter might have been bad. We don't know nothing about you get what I'm saying? Like all. Absolutely. 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 What was your take on Shamia and Portia dynamic? And do you honestly think that in the actual reunion, Andy was holding both of them accountable?
Um, I feel like he was definitely impressing Trina, and I saw it as encouraging her to like take a look at her.
I think it was true.
Uh, and how she herself was a culprit in
How things shifted.
in her friendship. with particularly Portia, but also the other lady.
Yeah.
Um, by not speaking up for her. So, you know, yeah, honest, ask more. How she feels about things.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know because was he equally uh as questioning Portia around that? I don't remember feeling that he was like pressing Portia or uh actually like even when but that's kind of a moot point. I was just thinking of Drew trying to get Portia to acknowledge that.
Woo, that is a huge thing that I attempted to communicate with you. Can we just acknowledge that I did call and that I was not in the wrong? You continuously keep pressing the fact that I did not call you. Yes, I did.
It was like, we're not.
And I'm like, but I do
They act like they're like, well,
because I feel like Portia had no choice but to really let that go because she realized that Drew was not lying. Like I said, Drew probably be telling the truth on probably majority of it. But we have gotten this picture of her as a liar. So when she speaks, we automatically denounce it or diminish it.
And maybe now she's actually just being honest with about her life and about herself.
And it is
real and just like,
it is what it is.
actually she came through much stronger
She did.
than she had the whole season and any episode ever before.
I think that even too with this season.
Ralph came around. I love this girl.
Yeah, she like you done came here, you done got all cute and all whatever you think you looking like, which it's with your Beijing. That's what she said. She said, yeah, you about to get all this smoke. And I agree because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like you looking for a moment.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't lie.
Like
We know you lying about not lying.
you literally came on the entire show as a liar.
Yeah.
When you went to Tampa for 3-4 days and your wife is on a freaking reality show taping y'all life and she don't know where you are. That is
And then she's lying about that.
she's lying.
Text her husband, right?
Who's lying to her?
Exactly. But then you have to see like your environment is your mirror. Drew, your husband is a liar. The reason why they align with each other on one level is because she lied to herself
About whatever's going on.
about her reality. Mm-hmm. And then also probably not even meaning to do it sometimes. And then sometimes, of course, we all deliberately lie, but like lying to other people.
Yeah.
And so once you get out of that, you can see she's kind of like let that go.
I'm hoping.
She's more relaxed.
I'm hoping that she really does, even too, with season 17 coming up. Not coming up, but whenever it starts to take.
Yeah.
That you just see a different side. You know what I'm saying? That she can just really just walk truly, utterly in her truth. And when people ask you questions, answer directly. If you don't want to answer, there is a way to say that I don't want to answer that. I can say to you, see, you can sit here and say, da 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 da, and it's like, well, that's none of your business, and I don't feel like I need to tell you that.
I know. Like, let's learn from.
I don't want to. I don't want to answer that. I don't want to be responsible for any of that.
Our ultimate teacher, Nene Leaks. She would just start saying, or whoever it was, just start singing songs, girl. You don't want to answer a question. Act a fool and get out of it. But
I don't even think that because that's where we really started looking at you as a liar. So I feel as though that we are having adult, grown up conversations. And if you have been in this particular environment, then you know what comes of it. So you need to be ready to say and have your wording, have your whatever it is, but you need to be able to comfortably say, I don't want to talk about that. That's none of your business. I'm not going to talk about that. Whatever you need to say, You need to be comfortable to say that. Instead of you deflecting that old running behind, that's what Drew does. And that's why she does look like a liar. Because it's like a lot of stuff you just didn't answer outright to. Like she said, well, he said, well, Ty's girlfriend or whatever said that y'all was talking for 3,000 minutes. I mean, well, we all know 3,000 minutes is not, 3,000 seconds or whatever. Was it 3,000 minutes? Yeah, it is. It's about 10. Yeah, I was like, it's not. I was like, that's her friend. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's not even I said a month. I say, if you actually look at my, like, trust, it's not even that long. Okay. It's really not. And so moving on, I just feel as though that Andy definitely was holding both accountable, but I felt as though that with the Drew and Portia situation, with her trying to just get her to just acknowledge the fact that I did call you, I did text you, you didn't respond to me. I understand Portia's side. You could have just texted me and said that da 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 da. Shamia, I mean not Shamia, Drew's aspect of it is like, well, we friends. Like, I thought maybe that deserved a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I honestly feel as though that Portia was wrong in that aspect. Because you held the whole, you's a lying low dog, like dirty dog. What she call her? It's like, girl, stop it. But anyway, moving on.
But also, did you catch when Angela kind of shaded Drew when I think Shamia or Kelly was like, "You're not gonna say nothing about what was it about? Portia." Oh,
Because Angela had a lot to say. That I'd be like, girl, you involved in everybody's business too.
she was like, "Well, she didn't defend Drew on the couch, so she whispered to whichever one it was, like, I mean, when you're right, you're right." And it was like somebody else coming at you, like it had to be the Portia or I forget what it was about. Oh, I'm a figure out.
Okay. Okay. Because I missed that one.
You do? Okay.
Okay. So what is next? So what we have, honestly, really the whole because we Dennis, do you feel okay? So do you honestly feel as though that Drew was gonna have or trying to sleep with Dennis? Okay. Do you feel like Dennis was trying to sleep with Drew?
No.
Okay. Um, do you feel like Drew told Ralph that Dennis tried to sleep with her?
I don't think any of that was real.
I didn't think any of it was real either.
That was Dennis, DMSC, and also
I thought Dennis was
not holding him on camera. So she already has told us, "I'm preserving my family dynamic. I am not going to get upset with him on camera. This is not where we handle our business. We tried that before. It did not work with the Portia family value." And so when she was so soft spoken about, well, Dennis, and go off on him, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, we ain't going off on each other.
I mean, it is kind of like a newer Portia with more of this adult experience.
But also too, when has Portia ever really had a man on the stage with her?
That's real.
Never.
Yeah. Well, what's the name? The first
Cordell ain't never was on the stage, and in that I think he was. They was in a battle of back and forth. I don't think he ever came to a reunion like that. He was just like her husband and holding her down. Never.
No, but that first season they were married.
He didn't come on that show. Cordell was not on the reunion. He wasn't on the reunion. I'm about to wait. Well, look it up. He was never on the reunion with her. She is never. So this Dennis is supporting her. So this is a different dynamic. And we also too don't really know, get to really spend time with Portia in real committed relationships. And when you do see the glimpse of it, she is very, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, she is very kind of soft spoken. But I think that's every woman, because even people they kept talking about Kenya, her and Mark. That I'm digressing, but I feel as though that when your man comes around, you definitely soften. He's the aggressor. I mean, now he's not aggressive, but you know, he's the leader. He's the leader. He's the head. That's how I look at it.
Same, but it's just like when you're a kid, go, oh, baby, you know, what's up, baby? When your husband comes in the room, hey, baby, it's caught that same.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a
When you see your mom,
absolutely. Hey, mommy.
be like, just like that. But
That's a fact. So exactly. So I'm just, you know, I'm just saying when it comes down to, you know, that aspect of it, I just felt as though that uh it wasn't equal, I guess.
yeah, it wasn't. But I mean, it's not gonna be because you're gonna choose your family over.
Yeah, and I think that you should. So I mean, I don't know, but I feel like Portia was wrong in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that her and Drew actually got on that. I do want to speak on the fact that somebody had said Kelly really didn't bring a lot to the reunion. What you think about Kelly's reunion performance overall?
Well, Britt wasn't. So
She had nothing. And that's why I felt like this is starting to make sense on more or less of like why you was trying to start something with her. Because you are going through a divorce, you got 4 kids or 3 kids, however many kids you got. It you know
kids have conditions.
you know you got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's you got this restaurant, you trying to start the restaurant, you doing all these
Stress? You think maybe stress played a part in her going off and creating this drama?
No, I think people don't know what they're doing. Like Carlos King said. That he said they're coming on trying to create something like that whole Shamia, let's create this alliance of we the young chicks, we the new chicks, or whatever the chicks was, whatever it was. That's what I'm saying. I feel as though that she just kind of was scrambling she was scraping and scrambling in Diddy words.
She giving more though, even without
Yeah.
Corey. I mean, but it talked about her husband. But she wasn't asking.
No, she wasn't asking any of these questions. No.
So it really did the show. What did the show give us? What did production?
They gave us what they thought that was worthy because she didn't clearly wasn't given. And you better know they did because they filming for hours a day. So
they didn't just sit for 3 sessions of 45 minutes. No, it's 12 hours
being filmed for months.
Yeah.
So there's things happening.
Well, I'm talking about the reunion.
But I'm talking about just to come to the reunion to have something to discuss.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing that they clearly have filmed that was worthy enough to put into play where we felt as though that question, what we could say is not valid because people feel as though it is a valid question that she brought nothing to. I mean, they know to the show season period. They feel as though that they're saying that she brung this.
Said, why you still that lady's man husband? Now why you still that lady's husband? She brought that. She brought. What about that baby though?
You not bringing. No, we talking about what you bringing about yourself. See, that's that's where people live on that. But you get what I'm saying. You didn't. There's nothing juicy in your life enough for us to cliffhang and be all in your business. Nobody gave a fuck. Who we don't even know who your husband is. Yes, you do. You want to know about her opulent wealth. Maybe you don't, but there's a lot of people that want to know about how much crystal champagnes you're drinking. Thoroughly. Kelly has no juice at all. This is what I'm saying. Heather Dubrow is Heather Dubrow. She ain't got to bring drama. He- Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying there's not a problem. I'm just saying you was scraping and scrambling and you didn't know what to do and bring. So you hung going to everybody else's drama. So when it came down to you holding your own and being interesting, you become like, well, what is there to talk about you?
Guy at her event.
Mm-mm. I don't. I stand firm that Angela had something that some kind of. I don't care what she say. I'm with Portia. Argue with me at the reunion, bitch, and you didn't even bring that up because you bring up every fucking thing else.
Yeah.
Because I swear, I do believe that you are the only one doubling down and doubling down and doubling down. You bringing niggas out the you talking about somebody's auntie on Facebook and it's really them and then it ain't them and they went to Athens. It was weird behavior. It didn't prove anything. He went to school with your brother. You know how many people went to school with this man? What does that mean? You know how many people went to school with rest in peace to my oldest brother? You know how many men some of his older friends I would see and they would be like, oh, Lil Sheen. And I would be like, I don't know. Who the hell? They would have to remind like, oh no, I knew your brother and da 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 da. You don't know everybody your people know.
Right.
So you didn't bring receipts. He came on the show and said Junebug. And you talking about because he was trying to protect his sister. You sound stupid. The story is stupid. Man, he looks stupid and you look stupid trying to defend it. It's just stupid. You sweating your glue out your head. Stop. It's just all of the extra attention. You're yelling at your husband. Trust me. Trust me. I'm like, what is happening? It was weird. I stand firm. She had something to do with it. She can't tell me up and down. You can't tell me Phaedra had nothing to do with that. It serves her no purpose. If she's gonna do anything, it's calculated. And it serve no. You're not talking to secure my spot. I came on for 2 episodes, 2 weeks of taping. You better know that they secured. I'm a lawyer. You better know I secured my next spot for next season, fool. I don't know. Certain things about Angela was bugging me wrong at that reunion. Yeah, moving on. Okay. What you was gonna say? You said
Yellow. Uncle Cynthia was wearing yellow. Andy was wearing a yellow top.
it was yellow.
Yellow.
It was like a yeah. It could have been both.
Was she the shade?
I mean, nobody showed up cute except for Portia. In my opinion, everybody else looked a hot mess. Drew was the worst. She flying like a peacock and didn't even look like a cute peacock. Like you look ridiculous. How you got all of this hair? Please explain to me just literally style 101. You got a wig with probably like 8 bundles, 6 to 8 bundles in this wig. So it's supposed to be like a wavy situation, but your dress does this. It goes all the way up here. So explain to me, why would you need to have some wavy, stupid hair flowing in with the dress? We don't even know where's one end and where's one beginning. No, that was Portia. That was Phaedra with the stupid helmet on her head. No, it was just the stupid little circles on her forehead it was the hair. They were kept trying to do too much. She looked a mess. Kelly your very tiny and petite body was swallowed in that. Is you just too much. Too much. Shamia and Portia was probably my two favorites. Yeah. They both yeah, perfect. Like, what are you doing? Hot teas? I didn't understand. Okay. Moving on. Because we already gave y'all episode one of what they look like. Because they was looking a mess. Okay. Listen, we gonna be wrapping up this. I don't even want to talk about them no more. We about to talk about something else.
Okay, so in the rewatch, I would like
Share, honey. Come on. Let's get to it.
who was late to many of the gathering.
Always late. So yeah, for sure.
Portia, Angela, and Andrew all went traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly. Oh, Kelly. I noticed that Kelly's oldest daughter has the same lip as Kelly. So do they both get injections, or are those Kelly's lips?
Oh no, she probably get her injections. Knowing Kelly, she get her
Her
injections.
daughter definitely probably hopefully than not, but they have the same mouth. I noticed that. Um, yeah. When she was talking with Portia, kind of like they trying to hash out like what's going on between them at work on. He said, "Why can't we be the way we are off camera, on camera?" And she said that Portia said they'd have to pay more money if Portia was going to do that. Yeah.
I do remember that. I don't believe that is necessarily true. I believe that there's yeah, absolutely. You want me to get into details about my deep rooted family history? The check has to be gotten. Come on. So
Like
yeah, so that probably was more or less of her being like funny, like girl, like
comment though about you can say anything without making me look
that's my point about even Tamara. That's what I'm saying about Tamara. You with everything you come in with is still a underhand, no matter what. You sitting here, you coming to the show. I mean, you coming to the event. You're not gonna bring your husband, but you're gonna bring old boy's ex girlfriend. Let's come on, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like we doing stuff, but then you hoping that I don't say nothing.
but then also too
And so we get on this hamster wheel because you say something, I say something. You do something, I do something back. And so it's just boom, 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 boom. The real root of why we actually have an issue. Like, yeah, it's just ridiculous.
and then Shamia, she also clearly has a problem with sort of that reading the room kind of thing. Even though she was intentionally like pushing Portia in that same thing, some talking it out where Portia's like, I don't want to break up.
Okay, when they went to lunch or Shamia.
She's like, I don't. She's clearly like, I don't have it. I'm not going. I don't want to talk about this. Like you're my best friend. Why are you doing? What's going on? Like, and that was kind of hard to rewatch because it was just like so evident after seeing how everything played out and then going back to that scene. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing TV stuff.
You
Your friendship is. It was clear then, like they were not.
in a good space.
Not
Absolutely. And I you know when and I actually
sorry, I give Portia a lot of credit for
her response because that's what I was. No, but we on the same page. I was gonna say I really appreciated Portia's statement of like, listen, I'm at the barrel, scraping up. I have been divorced and left. This nigga is deported with ICE. What? Like that wasn't the plan. I know how much y'all think we orchestrate stuff. That was not in the cards. Definitely not. I couldn't even film at my home. I had to go back and forth from my mama's house to all of those situations. I'm also a mother trying to make sure that everything is you know and that's why I said I'm a mother, so I still have to manage and making sure that everybody that my daughter is smiling when I'm over here crying every time she turn her back. You know what I'm saying? Because it be those kinds of things. So not only that, then she lose her cousin. So her cousin is one of her best cousin friends, whatever, that was filming in this season. That's very traumatic. Like, it's a lot going on.
And meanwhile, like, yeah, Shamia is also dealing with her daughter's health. Both of them had some issues.
Traumatic things going on. That's why I felt.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
In the reunion, when Portia reiterated, just like she did at that lunch, I don't have the bandwidth.
I don't
have the capacity for this right now.
And I feel like what Shamia is saying is that even when I don't have the bandwidth, I still choose to incorporate you. But it's not to anybody's benefit. Because the reality is that you feel like you don't get a chance to release yourself, so you harbor it. So then when I am better, you now want to regurgitate and throw up on me about something that you should have talked about during that time, because you and should have said, hey, no, I don't have the bandwidth to deal with this right now. I am going through blah, 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 blah. People are not transparent. People are not communicative in any regard to somebody else's emotions too. It's not always about you.
And really, you not be trying to dig up the bandwidth to assist your friend when you got your own pots and pans on the stove cooking over here that are burning because you want to take your last bit of energy and give it to somebody else. That's not helpful.
And that's why I said that whatever she had going on in her previous marriage, because I know she was like in an abusive relationship, but also too, I feel as though that her wealth and with her husband, how much she feels like, does she belong there? It may be an imposter, syndrome, like, I don't really belong here. You know what I'm saying? Because, and so you kind of act it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't done the work on the inside to be able to be comfortable with yourself, no matter in any situation.
We find out it becomes even clearer.
Honey, on this magnifies on this thing.
It don't matter. It doesn't. It really does not buy happiness.
It doesn't.
In no capacity.
No.
In no capacity. Our first item of merch on the cat store coming to you soon.
So much.
Free capacity. You will be able to get and no capacity. Okay.
You just need who's the marketer.
But yeah, so that's a lot of stuff on Shamia's end that she
has to work through. She has to. It's imperative. Like, I do agree with what Andy said, but I do feel as though that the way he held her accountable for this situation, I feel as though that you need to hold everybody accountable, like that as well. But let me talk about Andy. I really do think that maybe it's either hang it up or you need to completely unbias yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even ask questions anymore. Like, a lot of the obvious things to ask. And I think you don't ask it because you be like, it's obvious.
And also, he talks with them. He's in the
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you are
knows everything that's going on, so he's not acting as if
he doesn't do the edits on the show. He said he doesn't. He made it very clear.
No. I just heard him on a podcast. I read a quote comment of him saying like he watches on the edits. So I'm gonna go back and find that.
Okay, because he definitely said that he doesn't do it. Okay. Well, either way, I truly do believe that you need to remove yourself because you are not asking the proper questions. And that's the problem. That's the problem that we have. And I think that that's something that he needs to focus on is really getting back to asking. Like you got to do a look cuz I think or maybe are you really watching the series or are you basing it off of what your the Twitter feed is saying? Because you know what? Because he'll say, we're having the reunion, send your questions in. A lot of the questions is coming strictly from Twitter. So, but what are your questions? That because I feel like as the host, you should have questions about how the show played out for each individual person, right? And their actual whatever. Then you can have also too, but we also too want to hear from the fans. Here's this as you do, it's gonna be a segment apart. Here's the questions from the fans specifically.
From the fans, yes, and I get what you're saying. Like questions from production should be questions that fill in the gap for honey too. I feel like
I will because he says that he's not a part of production. He's not producing. He's not there on scene when
if it's not him. He's got those cards that come from somewhere.
This is what I'm saying. All of the questions on the cards is strictly Twitter questions. Go go back and watch the episodes. You will see such and such from such and such. It's nothing about if he says something, it's strictly because of the crossfires.
Wow.
He's responding. He's not actually directing the actual questions. And that's why I feel as though that we all do feel and look at him and say now, okay, you either, because it sounds like you are now picking sides. Because when you don't hold everybody accountable for everything, everything should be discussed and asked. You ask the messy questions. You be funny. You want to ask the messy questions. You asking Charles about Sheree, who gives a flying rat's ass about his relationship with Sheree. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. Like, trust me, nobody cares. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you pick and choose when you want to ask certain things. And it just doesn't really reflect what the season was about. So that's what I want to say about Andy. I feel like he could do better. He could do better.
So we can definitely wrap up.
We can wrap this entire season up. I'm sick and tired. No, I'm just saying.
That's our comments on the rewatch. Okay. I didn't realize until I rewatched it. Britt had a loungewear event at a country club with a Kentucky Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Now I did catch
country club and a Kentucky Derby thing goes to well. Works perfect.
No, because it's two different things. Golf and horseback.
Still the same attire. When you go to the country clubs, you definitely go to see the ladies lunching with them stupid hats.
So that was the confusing part.
Oh, okay.
Because she had them.
She did have them playing golf. They did play golf.
All the ladies.
Because everybody didn't come. Well, that's because she didn't feed everybody.
It was just the
whole event was crazy.
It was a haphazard. It was a scramble. They was both scrambling.
Scraping and scrambling. Scraping and scrambling.
Her friend Kelly. Scramble. They are the scrambled eggs.
Scraples.
Angela blurts out Charles doesn't have a side baby. I forget when that happened.
Yeah, but we already know what happened with the cyborg baby situation.
Oh, this is what.
Oh, are you gonna really read your notes like this? Like, we I mean, a man need you to pick a 2 or 3. Nice. She like read. I said we're recording. Like
what? I laughed at the Grenada hat, the straw hat. So that was to make help Shamia feel better. Cynthia. Now, When they go low, we go to the 50. Thank you for watching the edition.
Wrap it up. Absolutely. In this episode, I'm so tired of these ladies.
We are not talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta until the.
Okay.
Should any shocking news pop up, though, we might miss you.
Maybe.
Always on the clip.
But what we do have coming up, let's discuss that.
Okay.
So we have some really, really great episodes coming up. So what we have been doing is, like we said in the beginning, is what we really want to do is make sure that we're coming with you with the entertainment and definitely there's the relaxed interviews. We're gonna have like some great, great people coming on, expert doctors, lawyers, drug traffickers. We're gonna have some murderers. We're gonna have yeah. We're gonna be interviewing all type of people.
Okay, wow.
Anyway,
He is gonna give me.
we're going to be interviewing all that wants to come apart. No, but no, definitely, we're gonna definitely.
See? Okay, we'll cut that up.
Yeah. So we have some things coming up where we definitely want you guys to tune in for. So we have some great episodes with some topics that are pretty detailed. And definitely want to make sure that we're giving you some real researched, factual, actual news. That way we can actually really broaden the spectrum because a lot of things don't really get a lot of national news as you probably think it does, but it really doesn't. So, a lot of local things that goes on don't really get a lot of national attention. So,
Like all the mass shootings.
exactly. So, there's a lot going on in a lot of different places that we definitely want to bring attention to. We're going to kind of be outside. We're going to be at events. It's a lot of things coming up. So, you guys definitely stay tuned with us. We truly do appreciate you. This was the final episode of RHOA season 16 reunion episode 3. We have wrapped that up. This is the TNT podcast. I'm your girl T.
I'm TC.
And we're going to catch you next week.
Next time. And I have one finger. Bye.
Shout out to her long finger. What is up with you with these long fingers?